What's going on, everybody? This is Den Diesel here. Welcome back to The Isle, one of my top favorite games of all time. Well, as I mentioned yesterday in my impromptu live stream of me joining the Bio Isle with their little party going on, the votes are in. And if you didn't get your votes in, I'm sorry, but hopefully you guys will be able to be there for when I do votes again on Season 3. Though, I warn you, that is probably going to be a while. So, give me a moment to finish setting up, and we will be on our way. To the Bio Isle, shall we? Actually, hold on. Alright. Now we go to the Bio Isle. And to create my Myosaur. That was weird. Let's try again. Try again. Dendosauruses. This is trike. You're right. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Alright, we are here. Let's see. What's the word I'm looking for? Alright. Now to try and figure out where the flip I am without falling off of any cliffs. I go to the nearest water source. Oh, hey, there's a bush. I think the nearest water source is right down there, so I need to go this way. Weird ass goddamn background noises. So much going on. Alright, so we're gonna go down here to this water source. Hopefully there are no predators over there. No idea where I am. That's mostly probably because of the fact that it's night and I can't see shit. So. Hopefully we don't get munched. Let's see how long we can keep this Maya alive, shall we? Put up your votes. How long do you think I'm going to keep this Maya alive? Put your guesses in. There it is. there be no large predators over here. Let this be my own personal Maya sanctuary. Sanctuary! Sanctuary! Oi, 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 oi! Apparently, there's a, something going on offline. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. It's still online, just not in server. Should stop worrying about it for now. Basically, what's going on is it's a raid or something like that. Some stupid, I don't know. Somebody's coming in and being stupid. Oh, and if any of you haven't seen yet, I have a Discord channel. I have a Discord server. And if you'd like to join, try and find my Discord video that I shared to YouTube not that long ago. And come on over and you'll get all the opportunity you can to come join my streams. I am on the side of a freaking mountain somewhere in the middle of the Isle. The V3 Isle. I still have no fucking idea where the fuck I'm going. I'm getting lost. There's supposed to be... There it is. It's still right there. I gotta figure out... How in the heck to get over there without freaking breaking a leg or killing myself? Because this is, oh, this is getting dangerous. Okay. We're almost down the hill. Please let there be no large predators here. I won't live very long if there is. Usually just my freaking luck. I'll be walking along doing nothing. Don't shoot freaking rocks, Dante. I'm sorry, but that's terrible. Oh, it's evil. Ooh, it's starting to become daylight. Oh, I think I know where I am now. I was here once. Yeah. Definitely been here before. I know exactly where I am. I'm at a nice little pool all by myself. I like the way he put it. You can refuse to get hit. You can even refuse to get life points. Oh, my bad. I thought he had said you could even refuse to get a life. That would have been hilarious. Hey, Sky Matt, you coming in to watch, or are you coming in to just hang out? Almost daytime. Yes, they did. They did it earlier today, actually. Now everything is back to normal. Everybody lost their dinos, and they're all going to have to regrow. Hence why in the Bio Isle server, I actually asked for a vote on which dinosaurs they would want to see. And a large portion of them voted for Maiasaur. I asked in another server before it got forcibly shut down, and I also asked in a new server that I am a part of that they mostly voted Allosaur, which all dinos are great in their own way. Others are not so great in their own way. Actually, they all have their ups and downs, but that's because, as you all probably know, just from a lot of this, is that the entirety of the game is still a work in progress. How's my growth doing? Oh, good lord. No, stop lagging. Stop lagging, please. There we go. Jeez, why am I lagging all of a sudden? It's like all of a sudden I just had hit like freaking 2 or 3 lag spikes, which is freaking ridiculous. Pretty sure that Dondi and his team. I'm sorry. I see people complain in chat like that, and I'm just like, really? You're playing basically a PvP game. This game, I love this game. I love this server. I love these people. But, you know, there are some people that come in and I'm just like, I see their comments in chat and stuff and I'm just like, really, dude? Really? Let's see, food up the hill. Good lord, I have to go all the way to... Jesus. Who designed this? Oh, wait. That was Dondi. Dondi! Love you! Just kidding. I like you. You're awesome. You're my hero. You made a game where I could play as freaking dinosaurs. Donors? Oh, donors. Those are guys that, if they pay money to the owner of the server, which helps him basically run the server so that, you know, you can actually come in and be able to have a super well-run game that doesn't have a lot of lag, doesn't have a lot of problems with a lot of things, but mostly it gives them the ability to actually run the server. I myself am not a donor just because I can't really afford it. But, oh no, stop trying to fall down the hill. I want that food. I don't want a broken leg. Oh, oh, that's what you're talking about. I'm sorry. So if you are a donor and you had a dino during the wipe, you can actually get that dino back as long as you make sure that they knew that you had that dino. And that actually helps them with, you know, getting it back for you. Rather than, you know, you going and being like, oh, I had this dino and I you know, lost it during the wipe, and they're like, okay, but we don't have any records of that. But then you can be like, if you're a donor, you can be like, oh, well, hey, I had this Spino, I paid some lives for it because I wanted to, you know, play as the Spino since it's not a survival dino, you know, stuff like that. And they'd be like, oh, well, you were one of our, you know, donors, so here you go, here's your Spino back. And then you're like, yay! But the whole server wipe wasn't to wipe the server, hence why donors still have their dinos. If they wanted to do like a server wipe like that, donors wouldn't have gotten their dinos back. They'd have to go and pay more of their lives that they earned to get the new dinos. That's my growth. Ugh. Ugh. So nasty. 63 freaking percent. God. Okay, I know where I am. And I know where I can go. But I want to find Maya's. That worked. Never mind. I'll let Corey handle that, since Corey's one of the awesome, you know, admins. Ooh, that's a toughie. If I had to pick, I think, if I had to pick, I'd probably choose... So, I'd have to do it like this. It'd have to either be a predator or an herbivore. And... But yeah, sorry, I lost train of thought. There's shit going down in game. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, it'd have to be one Herbie, one Predator, because it's really hard to pick and choose just one. But I can at least narrow it down to a Predator and an Herbivore. And the ones that are available, I would have to go with... Me personally, I love Allosaur, mostly because they're just awesome, and you know, for being mid-tier, and for let's see, they're one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time. And also, that has been my longest lived dinosaur. It has survived probably about 8 hours or more of gameplay, which for me is surprising because the longest that my other dinos have lived is about 4 hours or less. And that's mostly because I either killed them off, lost them to server wipes, or, you know, what have you. But, yeah. Definitely has been my longest lived dino. And then for herbivore, I would have to say Avaceratops. Just because it's fucking adorable. Avaceratops are one of my favorite dinos, but I will say, I have spoken to people who have talked about some upcoming dinos, and there is one that if it ever came in the game, I would play nothing but it, no matter what, just because of what dino it is. It was one of my favorite dinos ever since I was like 5 years old, which is like 25 years ago. So, yeah. And that dino is called Styracosaurus, which, from what I heard in the official server, is one dinosaur that they are going to be introducing at some point. Dondi, I love your team. You guys are awesome. You added more water. Makes it so much easier to survive. Though finding food sometimes can still be a challenge, especially as an herbivore. I do not know why I am still moving. I could have just stayed at that freaking watering hole. But yeah, But yeah, those are the dinos that I would love to play as. I love playing as all of them, honestly, just because they all, like I said, they all have their ups and downs. But I would say that my top favorites to play, just because it is so hilarious to see people's reactions, would be playing as Oros, Tacos, and Velos, which are Psittacosaur, Oreodromes, and Velociraptor, for those who do not play this game and do not know their nicknames. Oros are also known as Oreos, but anyways, my top favorite out of those is definitely Taco, just because it's a taco. It's a tiny little Ceratopian that is just so adorable, and it's got adorable calls, especially when you do like the threat call. That's a nope direction. I'm going to go and run now. I'm going to run because that was probably a full-grown aloe. That thing will kill me. Save me! Save me! Save me! I need a Maya herd stat, just so I know where to go. I hear an allosaur, I'm getting the fuck out. Unless I'm an allosaur. Oh god. Oh god. Really? Son of a... Well, get ready for me to die. Especially if they fucking see me. There's an allosaur and something else down there. I couldn't tell what it was, but it was huge. And I need to get to water. Oh god. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna sneak my way down this way. And go to that water source down there. Hopefully that's safer. I was skylining like a motherfucker. They could have fucking seen me, especially since I'm this fucking black and white fucking dino on the side of a light gray rock. And I'm moving. I'm pretty sure that if they didn't see me, they must be blind as hell. Uh, I try to play with groups, but usually nobody's on that I've played with before, or I play with them once and then they just disappear into space, except for admins. Those are the only people that I've played with that I can usually get into a group with, if they're in game. But for the most part, I'm usually boned because nobody's ever on in a that can give me a group. I could try to see about maybe getting some help from other herbivores. I could probably jump into their chat, but I'd rather it be a group that I can actually talk with rather than just random people. No offense to the random people. Just, yeah, it's kind of hard. Okay, we're gonna go downhill, that way it's a little harder for them to know I'm here. I just gotta remember not to hit my one call, because one call will be like, hey, I'm here, and they're like, ugh. What time do I normally play? Well, usually depends, because there have been times where I can play during the week, but lately I've been with my new work schedule. A lot of it's different schedules. Let's see. I'm going to be playing. Let's see. I usually play about 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's usually the best time to catch me. That's if I don't have work the next day. If I have work the next day, if I'm off work, I usually try to play between like noon and 3 o'clock, and then I'm usually off by about 5 p.m. or so. Okay, I have no idea where I kind of know where I am, but I don't know where I am. I just know I'm in an area that I have been in before. I just don't know where this is. What? Was that a ambient noise? Please tell me that was ambience. I'm sorry, my laugh is probably a little annoying sometimes, but that's my, I'm nervous as hell laugh. I haven't heard those two freaking predators. I'm so boned if they freaking find me, because Mayas are not exactly that fast, and they are not exactly that powerful. I scared myself with my own footsteps. I just like start hearing freaking my Myosaur's footsteps in the grass, and it's like, wait, whoa, what was that? Is that food? That's food. I need to go get food. Yeah, sure, we can always do that. Oh, if anybody ever wants to chat with me while I'm playing, let me know, and I can let you know if I am in chat or not. And right now, I am in chat, so just let me know if you want to chat, and I'll tell you which channel. Oh, and tell your friends. Oh yeah, I never have problems with footsteps at night, unless it's like all of a sudden I turn around, I hear footsteps, I turn around and it's like a Rex just like sneaking up on me. I've had that happen before. I'm just like, ooh, and I took off. What was even better was when I had one time where I was playing as my Allosaur. I had just gotten done logging in, and I started wandering around. I was around what used to be called Raptor Rock, and I go around it because I knew there was some very large things down there that were not raptors. So, yeah. Well, oh, that scared me. Oh, I had a random spot where my dino's foot just made a freaking grass noise in the freaking river sand, and I'm just like, what the? No, don't do that. Anywho, so as I was saying, I'm running around at Raptor Rock, hiding in the trees, trying to see what exactly was there, because of the fact that, you know, there were some big mamma jammas down there, and I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to catch me, which is what I'm doing right now. Every time I play as an herbivore, I am paranoid because I can never get them to survive longer than an hour. So if this guy survives for 2 hours and further, I am going to be horribly surprised. Well, not horribly, but what's the opposite of horrible? Anywho, so I'm running around and I happen to start sneaking because I'm like, oh, I really don't want these guys to find me, and if they find me, I have to get out of here. And I just happen to think, like, I had this feeling like I was being watched, and I'm just like, why do I feel like I'm being watched? What is around me? And I just like walk in, and then I just like turned around, and there was this bright orange Rex, and I'm just like, oh good lord. And as soon as I saw him, I just jammed down my finger onto the freaking movement key. I jammed my other finger down onto the shift key to sprint, and I just took off, and he started chasing me. I heard him thundering. I'm just like, no. I think I might have caught it on stream. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it got the heart beating, and I'm just like, I got to a point where I'm just like, oh god, I need an aloe pack, because I was shaking so bad. I'm just like, I felt like I should have just stopped the stream then and there, and would have been just like, yep, nope, I'm done. I am not going to try to survive on a dino when I can't control my own body. That adrenaline rush was no fun at all. Alright, so I'm thinking up there would be a good spot if you were ever in Utah. It all depends. Kind of curious. Maybe I could try to.
Sounds fun.
Oh, hello.
Sup?
Sup?
I've had adrenaline rush though.
Oh, you heard about that, did you?
Yeah, I was the person talking to you.
Yeah, I figured since you said I'm going to jump in.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
I might jump in. So I was like, okay.
So what time is it for you?
It is 8:42 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on Pacific's time.
Yep.
So,
fucking West Coast.
So
I have to.
Did you get any
What?
votes on what dino you wanted me to be? I didn't exactly pay attention to who all voted. I just counted them up.
No.
Ah,
I've been off for a couple days.
no worries.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do their free for all kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I tried to set the since I was going to miss the whole thing, I had to do a final stream before my vote. So I did that like Thursday. Either that or it was either Thursday or late Wednesday. But yeah, I went in on my Allosaur and did a little stream, and then I went and challenged Ren to a fight, and Ren was a full-grown Rex, and she let me go and do 5 bites before the fight, and I even counted them out. I'm like 1, click, 2, click, and finally got to 5, and then I said, okay, we both 3 call, and then we go at it. And so we both 3 called and went at it, and I started winning until I let her turn. I accidentally let her turn because I let her get a little too far away, and she got me with 2 bites, and I'm like, shit. But she at least gave me a good fight to end my Allo's life on, because he had, as I had mentioned before, he had been living for a good 8 hours, which is a record for me. Because, like I said, I have never had any dinosaur live longer than like an hour. Especially, like, herbivores. They usually die in like under 2 hours. Ooh, I know where I am. Are you in game?
I'm about to get in.
Ah. Let's see if I can. There we go. Not very good, but had to show that off a little bit. Sorry, I'm at Titan Lake.
Oh, okay, cool.
So every time I show up here, I have to show off the Titan bones, just because.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have the Titan bones or in the redwood forest anymore because the redwood forest doesn't exist.
I know, they need to bring it back.
It was a lot better than, you know, having to go and swim out into Titan Lake in order to show off gigantic bones that people are like, dude, that is huge.
Yeah, I know, right? And you can walk up to it and get a better scale.
Oh yeah.
Like, I get half of it was in the ground, but still.
Yeah. Oh, I missed it.
There's such a long delay on your stream.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I just know it likes to do that sometimes, where it'll either be like not that long, or it'll be like
a minute.
A good minute, yeah.
Yeah, because I was typing you and I'm like, damn, he doesn't respond that quick. But then I was like, oh yeah, there's a delay in the thing. And I could really tell once I joined into this call.
Yeah. So far, so empty. I have not ran into a single person other than the people that I heard. And when I heard them, I'm like, nope, I am out. It's like, y'all can have this area. I'm just gonna go over this way.
Wait. How many of the bio aisles did we have? Was it always 3?
I don't know exactly how many because I haven't really been keeping track. I do know we have had at least 2.
Yeah, the survival and then like the sandbox one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess they opened a third one, and it's another survival one.
Well, I know that at one point there was a third bio aisle that wasn't a bio aisle. It was like a like somebody just named their server bio aisle, and Amp even put into like an announcement. Yeah, I found another bio aisle. I don't know if this is ours. I don't think so.
I
find
don't
out, no,
think
this
so.
isn't ours, because it had only like, I think it only had like 2 people in it at that time. When he went in to go check it out, or 1, and it wasn't even an admin. And he's like, yeah, this is definitely not ours. But I am actually happy that he did make a second bio aisle, just because if this one ever gets full, I can always go to that one for doing any of my streams or anything like that. Because, you know, I like working with the bio aisle because their admins, when they do things, they get it done right.
Oh yeah, they do.
I mean, there have been other servers that I've been on where their admins are pretty good, but I have never met anybody's servers that have had admins like this. I mean, I have one other server that I'm on where their admins are just getting a brand new start after they had a very messy little crash, and it not like an actual game crash, but more along the lines of
like community.
Yeah. And,
damn, that sucks.
But the people that are in this new server that they started are people that I actually respect and find them to be a lot more fun, because they actually they're actually taking care of their members, just like the guys in Bio Isle. But
yeah.
I could just say it was horrible. It was like the biggest thing to say about it, because the owner, the original owner of the group, like that started the first group, had passed away.
Oh no.
And so it went to another member who went and started, because they couldn't use the original server that they were using and the Discord for that particular server that they were on, because of the fact that he passed away. They started a new one, and that was where the trouble began, because there was a bunch of people that were staff who probably shouldn't have, and they tried to take over the server. Well, they did take over the server. I shouldn't say they tried to, because they actually did, with a coup that was, I would say, very poorly thought out. And after the coup, they were just completely and utterly rude. They just, all they kept saying was, you know, the owner was an idiot, the owner did this, the owner did that, and just kept going on and on about how bad he was. And it's like,
like, you're dissing a guy that just died. Like, what the fuck?
Well, no, they weren't dissing him. They were dissing the person,
the guy
that the ownership passed to.
Well, so you gotta give the person time. Like, shit.
Yeah.
They just got thrown reins that they haven't, like, known. It's like giving someone an entire company. It's gonna take them a second to get used to it.
Yeah. It's not gonna be like, you know, immediate fix, but they just...
No, and it's never gonna be the same.
I would say that one of the biggest problems that they had with these people was that some of these staff, like, there were complaints put against them for stupid shit they pulled and shit like that, and you know, I have never been here. I've seen it in videos, but I have never been here. Nice. I did not know this was here at all. Alright.
Wait, where?
I am at the, oh god. Oh, is that a, no, that's a Packy. Okay. Oh.
Are you at the donut?
No, I am at the, what's it called? The dam. The big dam. I found me a Packy.
You found yourself a Packy, Fran. Heck yeah.
I shall call him George, and I will love him, and hug him, and pet him, and keep him forever.
He's gonna run away. It's gonna take me so long to get to you, just FYI. I'm kinda near the sinkhole.
Oh, I know where you are.
But I'm still like on the beach. I just spawned in.
Ah.
At least I didn't spawn like near the docks.
I shouldn't be too far from you. Because...
No, I just have to go up near the swamp and then just keep going up towards the canyon.
Yeah.
It's just Mayas are so slow as babies.
Oh. I wonder if Cuddles is that Packy.
Just type it. Cuddles, are you the Packy? Just disappears, just like, no, I've been discovered.
Okay.
They need to make a streaming voice chat for you guys.
I think they do.
Might be at the very bottom.
Yeah. I've never really tried to use it because I try to... A lot of times I try to just join chat with other players just so that I know, you know, I know that we can coordinate.
Yeah.
Because I really hate trying to go somewhere and being like, okay, where are we going? And have to stop and type it. And then my dino makes noise and it's like, oh. Especially
yeah,
when I'm
I know.
an Irby, because being an Irby and you make noise, it's
that gives
just like,
so much away.
Yeah. Ooh, they skipped that night. Cool. Thank you, admins.
Being a Herbie, it's like, come kill me, I'm here.
Yeah. It's like the only Irbies that have even a chance of survival is like the Trikes, the Stegos, and the Ankies. Besides, and that's not counting the freaking Kama or the Pew.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pew, I have a question for you, and I don't know if you know this, but I know there are a lot of people that haven't known this and are surprised when I tell them this. Did you know that back when the Isle was like first starting, they had the Pew as a an AI?
What?
Yeah. It was either the Pew or the Kama, but they had one as an AI, and I know for a fact because I came up on one as a Velociraptor in the
Was it the big huge one or the smaller one?
I want to say it was the small one because I was a Velociraptor and it was huge, but not like gigantic.
Not taller than the trees, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Kama.
Yeah, I figured I think that was, but yeah, cause like I went up and he didn't do anything towards me, he just kept walking and walking, and I'm like, you know, I'm trying to, I knew I couldn't chat with him because of the fact that, you know, I was in an official server, it was a progression, and you could only, since it was an official server, you could only type in local and group.
Wait, what? There's a safe zone for Ankies?
Apparently.
Wait, what? I've never heard of this safe zone.
Yeah, apparently they have, like, I think they have 3 safe zones for 3 non-survival dinos that are nesting, and Ankies are one of them. I think it's like Ankies, Stegos, and I can't remember the third one.
And probably Shant.
Possibly. But
Shant takes 6 hours to grow. 6 to 8.
I
So
tried
that's just
doing
crazy.
Shant once. Like, I got nested in. I didn't last very long because one of the Shants that I was with was a bit of an idiot. He was like, "Oh, we got a bunch of Carnotaurs over there. Let me go mess with them." And then he's like over there, they're fighting him and making him bleed, and you know they're barely doing any damage. And he finally decides, since you know he can't hit them, he's just gonna walk on back to the nest. And it's like, don't walk back to the nest with a bunch of Carnotaurs following you, you idiot!
Yeah, you put yourself in that shoe. Deal with it.
And then I'm standing on the nest underneath one of my siblings with one of my parents' heads like sitting right on top of us, and I watch as a Carnotaur runs up to his head and bites me and tries to bite the other baby, and I die instantly.
I still don't get why they go for the children. Out of everything, why the children? Like, I get if they're like go for the subs.
Yeah.
But juvies and hatchlings, they can't do anything.
I can understand
Like, you're
it if
faster than them.
Yeah, I can understand it if like you're a fresh adult and you go for a juvie, especially if it's like a juvie Myosaur, Trike, you know, etc. But if you're going after like a juvie Rex or a juvie Utah, you must be starving.
Yeah, something. Especially hatchlings, because that's fucked.
Yeah.
The only dinosaur that you can go for juvies or hatchlings is the Herrera. That thing needs everything it can, because it can't kill nothing.
Yeah. Another thing is Velociraptor. Those also can go for juvies, though.
Yeah.
Not as easily, just
they're
because
small.
Velociraptors are easily killed. And I know this because I was on this server, I want to say about a month or 2 back, and I asked to be spawned in as a Velociraptor, and I'm like, going to hide because there is a Dilophosaur nearby. No.
There's a Dilo near. And I'm about to start starving to death because I can't find any food.
I'm about to start dehydrating. I've got food near me. It's up the hill, but I need to find water.
I found water. I'm near the swamp. We got each other's stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, I see a bush right in front of me. Hopefully you can get to me before you start starving.
Yeah. I'm gonna head towards the swamp and see if there's any bushes near the water. Because I think there should be bushes near water at least.
Yeah, there usually is. I'm gonna try and eat real quick so I can try to get over to you, so I can get some water. Oh no. Okay. Oh no.
There should be a lake, a little river between me and you also, so there will be water before you get to me.
Okay. I gotta move.
Do you have the map?
No, but I have a good generalization of the map memorized in my mind, so I know I know where to go for a lot of things, such as like,
yeah,
I know how
same.
to get to a lot of places. There are just some places that I've never been before. Like when you probably first saw the beginning of my video, I was like up in the mountains over there, and I'm like, oh, I've been here before. I have no idea where this is, but I've been here. Yeah, there's a lot of those places that I haven't been, and it's mostly been around the center of the isle from east to west is where I've been. So I know how to get around there, but other than that, I'd get lost. Somebody'd be like, here, go to this place. I'm like, where? But it's like, if somebody says, go to Radio Tower, I'm like, okay, I'll meet you there in a few minutes, unless I die. Or if they say, hey, go to the swamp, I'll be like, be there. And just
I'll meet you there, guys.
Yeah, it's like, I beeline it straight there. And it's like, I'm there. And they're like, how the hell did you get there so fast? I'm like, I know this map.
I know the map pretty well. Yeah. I can't wait for the V4 to come out.
Yeah. What
That's gonna be sick.
I would love to see, it was one of the original maps that came out, but I never got to go onto. And it was like a pure desert map. Was
it like V2 or something like that?
I think so. I'm not 100%. All I can remember was that there was like a video that Amp did on that map, and in that video he watched as like a hypospino just went around and murdered everything.
Yeah, it might be V2. I'll check, because I can just throw up a server.
Yeah.
And load it.
Wait, can you actually load V2?
I can on my server that I have.
Nice.
But, yeah.
I need to join your server then. Because I like joining servers where I know people. Especially...
literally, I have no one on the server. I just made it to mess around with me and my friends.
Oh, that would be nice. Because then I can go on and I can try out some of the dinos that I haven't tried out yet. And see the maps that I haven't gotten to see. Because, like, the only maps I've ever seen was V1, Thenya, and V3. I've never been on V2. I've seen it in videos, but I've never been on it. And I've also been on the dev map, which is, like, it's just this giant square with all these little stuff on it for
oh, yeah, that's like the... Yeah,
DV
like
test level.
Minus 10 health.
Yeah.
All that. Yeah. Alright, did you just come down a giant mountain?
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool. You're really close.
Woohoo! I can grow! I am now sub-adult.
Hey, I cannot grow. I'm at 63%. I am back where I am where you were before.
God, when I first looked at that and it said, you know, 0.3 something out of 6, and I'm like, ugh. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
Are you much faster now?
A little bit.
Yeah, you are. Jeez.
My trot's a little faster, yeah.
Hello.
There you are.
Hi.
You little albino.
Hi. Oh, you chose male. Oh, yeah. That's such a sick green.
Yeah, this is my bio colors that I usually choose, which is like, I do, the first color, which is the top, I usually choose the, it's called, Carnivore Yellow, even though it's green. Hey JB Media. And, then I go, for the next color, which is the underbelly, I go for what is the closest to white. And then the next color is closest to black, next color is closest to white, and last color is closest to black.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, now where's the water?
Alright, water.
Just go downhill.
Yeah, pretty much. Should be just off to your right there, yeah. Somewhere.
I see swamp trees. There's water somewhere.
And then there's food off to your right if you're hungry.
I found a bush before I came down the hill.
Awesome. I'm gonna go get me some food.
Dillo.
I hear the Dillo.
There's a Utah around here too. He was following me for a while.
Ugh.
Me and him had a nice trot together on the way here.
Just be careful with stuff like that, because if admins see it happening, they can consider that mixed packing. And
Oh, he was just not hungry enough to kill me.
yeah.
The only thing you have to say is, I can't say anything because I'm a herbivore. I can't do anything anyway.
Yeah.
But all he would have to say is he's just following me because
You're the nearest
I'm free
food source.
I'm free food just once he gets hungry enough.
Yeah. You're the nearest food source that he just happens to be following and waiting till he's hungry.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna mess with a cord real quick.
Alright.
What?
I'm gonna come up here and hide in the bushes with you. I really don't like Dilophosaurs. They killed one of my Mayas.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had a Maya on, I think on another server. Or no. Yeah, on another server. I think it was, either Isla Nicta 3 or one called Endless Expanse. I can't remember exactly which one it was. But I'm sitting there with a bunch of, in this one area where there's water, because it was the last place I logged off. And I'm sitting there, and I log back in, and there's a bunch of predators, very large predators, and a lot of herbivores, and a lot of very large herbivores.
Oh shoot, that changed my audio.
You still good though?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just had to change it back.
Okay. But yeah, I'm like sitting in this area with my Maya. I'm a fresh adult, and you know, I joined this herd of mixed herbivores, and I'm like, okay, let's try to survive this, okay? And it got dark, and Dilophosaurs showed up. And oh my god, they were so annoying. Every time I would sit down to start trying to heal bleed, they'd be on my ass, and as soon as I stood up and started turning to attack them, they'd just bolt, and I'd be like, son of a... And then I just stood there waiting for them to come near me so I could just attack them, and and I couldn't get them. I'm just like, oh. And then they killed me, and I'm like, oh, you bastards. But that was also the server that I tried to be a shant on and failed miserably. I was like, yeah, I'll be a shant, and they're like, here you go. Then I died, and then they're like, I'm like, can I be a shant again? And they're like, too bad, and I'm like, shit!
Oh shit. Well, damn it.
And the reason why they didn't allow me to go back as a shant again was because even though they were still kind of nesting, they had to have a male there because of the rules. And it's like, damn it. Can't break the rules. Alright. Where would you... Do you want to stay here, or do you want to move to another area?
Huh. I guess we can move. I'm just gonna grab some food before we do.
Alrighty. I think the bush should be right over here. Tree! Tree! Curse you, my mortal enemy.
Good try.
So, I have to just give you this news story now, so sorry about this, but story time. So, I'm walking along as a trike, right? And I'm talking to these guys that are in my trike herd, and I'm like, I gotta get to you guys, I'm working on it. And they're like, yeah, we got you. And then I'm like, telling him how every time I'm a carnivore, a tree is my mortal enemy because it just stops me dead in my tracks.
Did you play when they changed the rocks at one point?
That was what I was about to get to. When I was playing as the trike, the rocks became my mortal enemy. Because I kept stopping on every single rock.
Yeah, I had a full-grown Giga, and little pebbles would stop you.
Oh my god, it's so...
It's so bad.
I think that is probably the only thing they really need to fix when it comes to the environment. Because
now it kind of launches you up. That's why people break their legs all the time when they're going downhill.
Yeah.
You kind of roll over the rocks now, and it jumps you.
Yeah. Alright. Where do you think we should go? Because I have no idea.
Well, we have some options.
Dookie?
Okay, we can go to where Herbies normally go, which is really high north, which is above the dam and everything.
Okay.
Or we can head towards the canyon and nest in the canyon, or on wherever the if we go north and a little west, the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go there too. There's a pretty good area there.
That sounds good. Let's go there.
Okay.
So
Whichever way north is. Yeah. If we go north, we'll find a river and we kind of just follow that up.
okay, so we go north to a river and then follow the river.
Yep.
Easy enough. Alright,
Yep.
so north
You
is
can
this
you
way.
can you can even find the sinkhole and literally just follow it. The river that goes from the sinkhole.
Ah, nice.
Is that your trot?
Yeah.
That's almost as fast as my sprinting. I might start streaming. I don't know. It's something passively to do when you're playing the Isle.
Yeah.
You talk to yourself anyway, so
Yeah.
I know it.
I love this stream just because, it gives my friends something to watch sometimes. And also sometimes it gives me, like, a feeling of accomplishment when I do something.
Yeah.
Except when I play as a Dilo and I lose it to Curiosity. I had gotten
Curiosity kills all my dinos.
I mean, I had gotten a full-grown Dilo, and I'm running around. I don't remember exactly where I was, but I was running around in this like kind of heavy forested area that was also like on the side of a hill or a mountain.
Oh no.
And it was semi-flat. It's not much worse than where we are now with like how the hill was. So
Sounds like something like Fenya.
no, this wasn't
Like near the tower.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the radio tower on Fenya?
Yes,
The
I
giant
have.
cliff.
I have been
There's
there.
like one pathway up, so you can sit on the edge and just sprint when you see something coming.
Yeah. But I think I was. Let's see. I had just left. Where was it? It was the east side of the island, and I was kind of heading like at a northwestern, south, like northwest between northwestern, west, and southwestern, because I was like climbing the mountain and going that way, just because I was just wandering around trying to show off. And then as I'm wandering, because I think I was trying to find Titan Lake because I had never been there with any of my dinos yet, and I start hearing these calls, and I'm like, what dino is making that call? I don't recognize it. Or I recognize it, but I don't know what it is. And it was these two juvie Carnos. And I'm like, okay.
Did you just call?
3 call.
Oh, that's... I didn't even notice he was in that bush. Oh.
He actually came up from behind us. That's why I stood back up. I like turned around and I stood back up, and because I saw him, and as he started passing me, I just like was like 3 called and let him know, hey, get out of here, or I'll fight you.
You're like, nah, 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 nah. We ain't dealing with this today.
There's a taco out there somewhere. I wonder if it's frightened or something. Has idea.
You has idea?
Just a temporary idea.
One temporary idea.
Coming right up. I sit on you. But, where was I? Oh yeah, so my curiosity got the better of me on my Dilo as I hear these 2 juvies, and I'm wandering around going, what is that? What is that? And then I finally get closer, and I'm like, start seeing what they are, and I'm like, what is that? And I get even closer, and I'm like, oh, that's a couple of juvie Carnos. And they're just I think they were like either 2 calling or 4 calling. And I'm like, huh. And I get closer and I start walking around them as if, because I'm going to go and continue on. And all of a sudden I see underneath this pine tree, I see some movement. And I'm like, oh, what is that? And an adult Cardo got up. And I'm like, oh no. Fucker out sprinted me.
Oh no.
I like saw him, and I crouched down as soon as I saw him start getting up, and as soon as my sprint said go, I took off. But he out-sprinted me because of his stam.
That's funny.
It's like
wow.
It's like my ambush sprint is better than his normal sprint because adult Carnos don't get ambush. And you know, but because my freaking ambush ran out and he was a faster sprinter, he started catching me. So I turned to try and fight, and I'm like, no, 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 and then he killed me. I'm like, you son of a bitch. And this is back before I figured out how to exactly bring dinos, or bring myself back into the game after one of the recent updates that basically makes it to where if I go in to try and pick a dino, it freezes if I don't fix it right away.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah. And it's like, the problem is that you have, for my computer, I have to go into the settings and turn off the volume before picking my dino. Because apparently the sound settings are like, have like some sort of like something that makes them like high def and makes it the menu freeze up, and it drives me nuts because then it's like if I lose my dino, it's like now I have to go out to the menu, drop my volume, and go back in. Sometimes I'm lucky and I can actually just go straight back in, but most of the time I have to actually turn off my volume and be like, okay, I gotta turn off my volume to go create my dino. Be right back. It's gonna get It's gonna get dark.
It's gonna get dark.
They're gonna be sitting there. They're gonna be like, they're gonna hear all this nice noise and music and dino noises, and all of a sudden it's just gonna go. And then they're gonna be like, well, that's not nice. How's your stam?
It's full.
Alright. Ready when you are.
Okay.
At least you're getting bigger.
I know. 81%.
Nice. What am I at? 78.
We have like no crouch, no nothing.
Yeah, it's like the only things we have is rest, trot, walk, and sprint.
Yeah.
And then our attack and calls, and that's it.
That's it.
And then I think we also have nesting if we're female. So I think they also have the new problem that came up that people have been mentioning about the males are able to put nests down.
Oh yeah, can you put a nest down?
Yeah, I'll show you.
I didn't get to try that out.
Oh wait. I don't think they did. I think they have it. They don't have it on the Maya.
Oh.
But I've done it on the Dryo.
I know Spino you can at the moment, which is completely broken.
Yeah, which means that if you do it, that's like an automatic ban right there, I think. Because
yeah, you're not supposed to put down any nests as a Spino, even though it spawns in the AI. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you're not sitting on the nest, I think it should be fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I know where we are. We're at we're at an impasse.
We should not have been up here. We need to go back down the hill.
Going back down the hill.
Let's make sure that we eat first, because I don't know if there's food in there. Or if there's food over here.
There should be food around here. I've seen us pass some of them.
Ooh.
I'm gonna follow this way.
There's food all the way down the hill.
All the way down the hill?
Yep.
You're right.
Yep. Inside near the lake, there's like one small bush.
There's a cliff. Careful of that cliff.
I'm sliding down the cliff.
Please don't. I don't want to have to. I don't want to.
I lived.
You lived. Did you break anything?
Nope.
Oh,
I kind of just did. I did a little leap and then I landed.
Huh.
Okay. Do not eat all the bush. Very small bush.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm good.
Eat your fill.
It's all you.
Because you're the smaller of us, too. Oh, excuse me. No, bush is gone. And I'm mostly full, so that's good. Alright, so we can probably follow this river.
Yeah, I think we follow the river up.
River upstream or downstream?
Upstream.
Upstream.
Oh, no, downstream. Downstream.
Downstream, okay.
Whichever way is north. Ish.
Let us find out, shall we? Okay, downstream it is.
Was it downstream?
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny. If I see it go uphill, I'm gonna scream. Because we're going north, which leads into the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay. I just verified my YouTube account, so now I can stream in 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
So now we both can stream at the same time when we're playing.
Hey, we
Get
could be
both
like
sides.
IGP and Icy.
Oh my god. Do I get to be icy so I get to break my leg a lot?
Sure.
Yes!
uh,
We need to get Dondi in here and then just
yeah, I know, right?
mess with him on the way.
That would be hilarious. It's like we're running around as Myosaurus. He comes in as his freaking hypo Carno.
Yeah,
And we
I just find that fascinating. He can come in and change his dinos on your server.
Yeah. And what's even funnier is it's like we could go up as like the Myosaurus and just bite him and hit him, and he'll just be like, he'll just look at us like, "Do you really want to try this?"
Hey, you really want to try this?
And just because of the fact that he's on, you know, the Hades, that we're just like, he could just have his dino look at us, and we'd just be like, "Okay, we're gone."
Oh yeah.
But he'd still catch us and kill us.
Oh yeah, easily. Did you know your stream is only at 480, 490p or something like that?
I don't know.
It's not at 720.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it.
What are you streaming with?
OBS. I tried to set it up with the other OBS thing that somebody shared with me, but that one didn't want to work. At least for setting up for YouTube.
Yeah.
What I need to do, however, is...
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
What?
I figured it out for you. Go into your OBS, and then in the video setting, it says output scaled.
Okay.
And yours is probably on a lower resolution.
Is it settings?
Settings, video, and then the output scaled.
Oh, 840 by 525.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to fix that for my next stream.
Yeah.
Right
So
now,
you can just up it to whatever you have on your screen or to 720.
Yeah.
Is that a bush or is that a dinosaur?
Where?
No, it like when I was watching your stream.
Oh.
I didn't know if it was a bush or a dinosaur or what it was. That's me in the chat, just FYI. You'll see it in about a minute.
Actually, I could probably see it immediately if you said something. Let me... Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I usually, because I have second screen, I usually have like my stream pulled up on the other screen so that I can see if anybody says anything.
I have your stream on my second screen. It's like if we ever get split up, I know not to go towards you if I see you sprinting the other way. Oh no, it's gonna be night and it's gonna stay night.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of good for me because I'm a very dark colored dinosaur.
I'm not. Hey, Lake.
Yeah, this is what I like to call Suko Lake because I have came across many a Suko here.
When I'm a Suko, I normally go to... Now we're going upstream. Okay, here we go.
Now we get to go upstream.
When I'm a Suko, I normally go to Twins and I sit in the smaller lake.
Yeah.
But now they have the rule of Spinos can kick you out.
Yeah. Which does make sense, especially since they're trying to stick to rules that are, semi-real. Because, you know, there are dinos that they did not like each other. And other dinos that they could be like, you know, bed buddies.
Yeah.
Like, I know one dino that they should try to keep very close to realism, just because it would do, because of how aggressive it is towards just about everything, and that is the tickle chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Therizinosaur was apparently one of the most violent of all the dinos, and was very aggressive and very territorial.
Yeah, it was. But, again, they count it as a herbivore, even though I think it was an omnivore.
I think it was just pure herbivore from what I've seen on a lot of like the dinosaur studies that they've shown on like walking with dinosaurs and stuff like that. What's up?
Give me a second, I'm looking.
Okay. That was a little...
They were most likely herbivores. Most likely.
Wait, who did what?
I looked it up and it says they're most likely herbivores.
Yeah.
But then why do they have
those gigantic claws?
such gigantic claws?
I think they were trying to give us the idea of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I think it was mostly a defensive thing.
Yeah, but those claws could easily just chop up a body and eat it.
Yeah. I think the only reason it got away with being an herbivore is because it had flat teeth.
Oh, probably. That's probably where they got it from.
Yeah. Keep hearing that. That's a juvie allosaur.
Oh, he's probably trying to die.
Either that or he's probably trying to be found by other allos. Oh, jeez. I had a butterfly fly in a specific spot. It looked like there was something big in front of us. I'm like, whoa.
You kind of turned real quick, and I'm like, I just see. It's funny. Look, you ready? This is what you keep doing. Let me walk in front of you. You ready?
Okay.
And then your head just pops back, and you're like, oh, okay, let's keep going.
Well, that's usually because, like, it's a habit of mine with any of my dinos, just because of the fact that I've had Rexes sneak up on me.
Oh, I have too. They're quiet as fuck.
Yeah. I had one time, I'm running around as a parasaur, and I had another player with me that was a juvie. And we're trying to get to these other parasaurs, and I'm walking along, and all of a sudden, like, the juvie just starts sprinting, and I'm just like, why? Like, I was like trying to say something to him about, like, you know, let me know if you need to rest for your stamina, and they're running, and I just happened to see as this Rex pops into my screen and munches me, and it wasn't even crouched, it was just walking. Oh, my game froze.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome back. What's your setup? Like graphics cards and stuff?
I know it's an AMD, I just don't remember what model.
Boo.
But I know it's one of the ones that's like the best kind for playing this game. I think it's a little bit more than adequate. But I'm probably gonna upgrade it once I can save up the money.
Yeah.
Because I want to get one because it's the reason why my computer keeps freezing. Well, it's one of the reasons my game keeps freezing.
Your CPU?
Yeah, and it's also the reason why when this game goes through the like the menus, especially like the dino choosing menu, it'll freeze in there if I don't turn off the sound for some reason. They don't know why it does that, but that was one of the things I found when I was...
Big thing, big thing, big thing, big thing.
Spino! Disappear! Ninja vanish! Ninja vanish! Are you hiding?
Oh shit. Oh no. That fucking... I heard them over the munching of the leaves.
Are they behind you?
No.
Because they're not behind me.
I'm right here.
Oh god. Oh good god. That's the kind of shit that happens to me sometimes. To where I'll just be like walking along or running along and all of a sudden like I'll either see them behind me or in front of me and it's like, oh shit, and I have to turn around.
I'm just gonna fucking start recording now. Screw this.
As soon as you said big thing, I'm like, wait, what? And then I saw them at the like right outside my night vision. I'm like, oh god. And then when I saw them, I'm like, oh, that's Spino. Especially when they started doing that damn banshee call. Oh good lord.
Oh yeah, I know.
Alright, let's see. Which way do we need to go to keep going?
Dude, we dipped out of there. I have no idea which direction we need to go.
Well, I think I started my router reset.